And for more on the Winter Games, let's bring in Wang Dong. He's a sports journalism professor at Shanghai International Studies University. Great having you, Professor. And first up, is China's massive delegation at these games a sign that winter sports have matured in the country?
It's maturing, I would say, actually. As you just mentioned, China this time has sent in this by far the largest in history delegation overseas to make a strong presence felt. And I think they are ready to compete. They're ready to better their outcome in the year of 2022 in Beijing. Remember, in the year of 2002, China only achieved 1 gold medal, and 20 years later in Beijing, they got already 9 golds, and this time with the strongest, shall we say, contingent in Milano and Cortina, they're trying to really do the best to better that result.
And do you think Chinese athletes feel the weight of national expectations differently now than they did at maybe Beijing 2022, when China achieved its first best Winter Olympics medal haul, right?
Yes, actually, it's sort of like a coin with its two sides. In Beijing, they had its home court advantage. They could do really better in that sense, given the geographic situation and so forth. However, overseas in Italy, and of course, remember, Italy hosted Winter Olympics in the past in Torino, and a lot of them are very familiar with the turf there. It's sort of pressure-free. Many Chinese, granted, spectators will be there to watch the big occasion. However, on the other hand, Chinese athletes already, the 126 athletes, including many veterans, are there to share their experience, with the youngest talents from the delegation. So I would say that actually they will, there are many medal hopefuls in this delegation, and they are ready to give it a really good shot there in many disciplines, and not to mention within the discipline, many events, if you will.
And is the expanded, multi-venue format of these games a progressive evolution or just logistical overreach?
With the expansion of the Winter Olympics as well, you need to add more events right there to give more athletes a shot, a chance, and that's also part of the way to really, so to speak, get more people or more athletes, especially young talents, on board. For example, from the Chinese delegation side, we never really did too well in the past in skeleton. Nowadays, with the event or the discipline of skeleton and some other events as well, with more events added on board, you are giving young talents more opportunities to compete. That is also the way to expand and extend Winter Olympics around the world.
And as a journalism professor, do you think Western media's framing of China's winter sports rise skews public perception of the country's broader cultural and economic ambitions?
I believe that, in the past, China was at a very poor stage in terms of winter sports, which was only popular in the northern part of China. I think Western media describe it in such a fashion. But nowadays, given its expansion and also extension, the policy in China is actually in the east, we are going to advance the winter sports. In the west, we are going to actually extend the winter sports. But in the south, which initially was not popular in terms of winter sports, now they're trying to expand. The country itself is growing in winter sports rapidly. And I think that really gives Western media and also the rest of the world a chance to describe and also report on the development in a more objective way.
Professor Wang Dong, thank you for your insights. Great having you.